listeners, do you prefer your humans fresh or canned? My name is James.
I'm Nicole.
And this is Mostly Speaking Sentai. But whoa, before you get into that, oh my god, please everyone enjoy my new single with Dragon Boy Suede entitled Exploding Load, available wherever music is found.
Indeed, the facts show that his regime are concealing their efforts to produce more weapons of mass destruction.
Dragon Boy Suede, here we go. At her abode, I blew a load. It landed on her and exploded. Every day the carnage grows. Why so much dynamite in my hose? I asked my crew, nobody knows. One hit my foot, took off some toes. It flew them skyward from the blast. My toes went flying in a flash. One of them landed on my shaft. When it hits, it will explode. They don't dissolve, they don't corrode. And every day the carnage grows. Exploding load, exploding load. Exploding load, exploding.
I'm a radical, baited by the queens I slay. Yo, my blasting mode blast, bring the screams I raise. On the land from the capital CIA, for my valuable, flammable penile spray. Yeah, running from the gov, I'm perplexed and pain, cause my sex projects web and hexagen. Screaming nay, kept array bands, fragging from my bang gland, checking blast caps, use your flag as my main rag. Meet my partner in slime from the Epson Inside School. Harder than lime gets these fledgling fringe fools. These scholars who list piss as a catalyst to singe gruel. Meet the Molotov mist of the medicine minge pool. Estrogen explodes from this minx fly by. It's a feminine fallout when the pink eye sobs. Yo, this time will deaf and quick with a riptide thrive. See, 9/11 bitch was a quintet job. Exploding load, exploding load. Exploding load, exploding exploding.
With this bomb, we have now added a new and revolutionary increase. It is a harnessing of the basic power of the universe. The force from which the sun draws his power has been loosed.
Oh, yes, guys. Like I did say, my name is James, and you listen to the new single by me and Dragon Boy Suede, a.k.a. Howard Kramer, Exploding Load. Oh, it's everywhere. Where music is found. I'm not talking about the loads. No. I hope you enjoyed the song, but oh boy, I also hope you enjoy over on patreon.com/MLM pod. This week, starting tomorrow, you know what I mean. This week, I'm trying this, guys. I'm just billboarding what we'll be doing every week. Hey, it's Death from Above, a Sam and Max podcast. We have Robbie and Becca on to discuss Sam and Max, Freelance Police. 2 great episodes. We have a nice conversation. We sit down and relax, but enough of that. It's my queen, my lady, Nicole, almost 9 years.
Hi.
How are you?
I kind of want to take a nap.
What? Stop doing that on pot. Are you
What?
It always seems
I just
like
ate a big bowl of pasta,
well,
dude.
stop doing that. Eat a can of beans and some tortilla chips. Some corn.
All right, done.
That's what I do.
Done
You want to know?
deal.
Actually, no. When I eat the big old bowls of ravioli, I'm not like, oh man, I gotta go to sleep. But speaking of
I
that,
also just didn't sleep well.
I thought I didn't sleep well last night. I took a edible a little bit because I'm like, I haven't been sleeping well. And I woke up and I was like, fuck, man, I haven't been sleeping well yet again. Then I looked at the clock and it was like 6:30. I was like, oh no, I slept through the entire night. Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Speaking of sleep and how Nicole and I are different, I had an endoscopy, meaning a big ol' tube camera was shoved down my throat and I was like, I'm kidding. I don't know what happened. So I have famously been anti-doctor, not anti-medicine, anti-doctor on this show because they just take so much of your time out of the day just for a 15-minute appointment. They delay it. But I realized I am anti-doctor, single doctor. When it's a single doctor, so selfish, so blasé with my time. Oh, I'm a Southern belle even. But when it's a gang of doctors, they are not on time. They are early because they want to get in my mouth and get the fuck out.
They want to gex in there, baby.
Because I got to this place, was supposed to start at 10:45. They were jamming. I was out before maybe 10:30. And I woke up at around, 11:20?
They called me at 11:15.
Yeah, so I've never been put under anesthetic, only local anesthetic when I got my scrotum all cut into. And it was amazing. I woke up, I was like, those fucking cats, what are they doing? Because I heard like banging and stuff, but it was the hospital room.
Yeah.
And I woke up, I was like, oh yeah, that's what I was doing today. But I was ready to shadow box. I truly got up and was like, because I'm like, wake up, James, it's time to go. I was hiccuping. And I was like, is this a common thing, just hiccups? And I asked the attendant, hey, what's the deal with this? And she said, oh yeah, that's a normal thing. I started, because I was still a little like high, I started in detail talking about the Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends episode where Blue gets the hiccups.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, hell yeah. It was great. I loved it. I sent Nicole messages on Facebook that she did not get until like 2 days later, where I was like, sup, fucker, you coming to get me? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I said, you want some beetle shots?
Yeah, that's what
Hold on. I do want to read the tweets that I wrote instantly. Once I got out of the stupor, I'm like, I'm going to be tweeting some majesty shit. I believe it started with, just had an endoscopy, ask me anything. Or I just woke up from anesthesia, ask me anything. I'm on anything. I'm so loose in the body, I think if push comes to shove, I could auto-fellate. I had an endoscopy. They found freaking Study Still skin rooting around causing havoc, making ulcers in there. Lowbrow Studios, what the heck? I walked home with Nicole. I'm feeling pumped, ready to eat, and then get blazed because Fridays are my day off. Nicole had said, oh, you're not going to want to walk home. It's not far, but it's not far.
Yeah.
But I was ready for the day because this was the most rested I have ever felt. Because I was out for 30 minutes, and that's, I think, all I need. I understand how people can get addicted to propofol now. Like Prince and Michael Jackson saying, give me my milk. Give me my milk, guys.
Yeah.
Help me sleep with a little bit in the veins. IV me up, daddy. In vitro me. That's what IV means, right?
No.
Yeah. You like get a little stem cells that's what anesthetic is. You get some stem cells, like an embryo type shit, a clump of cells, and you mush it up and then injects into your veins.
Uh-huh.
And then you're out like a light. It's natural, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, besides the process of like mushing up the stem cells and jamming it in your veins, but it's a natural ingredient, stem cells.
Got it.
How much would it take for you to eat a glob of stem cells?
Just like raw?
Yeah. Like, it's a lot of stem cell. It's enough to like scoop it out like a pate and lick your mouth with it. But if you have a cut in your mouth, I think it would heal it.
Like, I would do it for $1,000.
Oh, hell yeah. I would do it for the experience. Truly, like, I would love to just, like, oh, I have a cut on me. Let me rub some stem cells on it. Is this a catch-all? Nicole, it's fine. There's a thing in there, but there might also be a bug in there. She's messing with the bug traps. There was a cork in there. Put a cork in it, Hatchet Face. Yeah, I would love to just rub stem cells on anywhere. Like where I think my wings are coming in, I'd love to rub some on there. I think I have the devil gene from Tekken. Uh-huh. Man, that'd be so cool. I be of the Machinima clan, however you say their name.
It's,
Yoshimitsu.
Fuck. Never mind.
Regenerator G1.
Was trying to make a joke. I was trying to think of whatever the fuck you call. Oh, I was gonna say echidna.
Okay. Well, I would love this.
I fucked it up.
I not that I love this. I think Regenerator G1 is just stem cells, right?
I don't. It's made up.
Yeah,
dude.
but I think it's Godzilla is doing stem cell therapy.
Why not?
I think that's the next stage. We need to start gathering stem cells and just putting them on different places that hurt. It's crazy that 20 years ago, what we are saying right now would be grounds for someone shooting us. Because stem cell research was such a hot topic debate. And no, I'm not talking about punk rockers' hot topic. I'm saying a literal hot topic. Too hot to touch.
Hot to trot, baby.
Ooh, stem cell is abortion. That's what people would always scream.
I don't.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not lying. They would really say shit like that. But you can cause a reaction to just create stem cell without it being like a baby's gonna be here. It's just like they're multiplying.
Yeah.
Stem cells, guys, they are the miracle drug and they're natural. Remember that, all you vegans out there. But Nicole, I think you have stories to talk about of your adventures this afternoon.
I can't. Oh, so you're okay. So it's my turn.
Yes, I have ceded my time.
I can't wait for you to just, I don't know, say nonsense more. Hooey, baby. So there's a place that's hiring.
Yeah.
And I went to go give them my resume.
Yes, up.
It's a local, like, vinyl.
Used
DVD,
media.
VHS place. It's really small.
And books.
It's got like underground, like grungy kind of vibes.
Mm-hmm. It's one of my favorites.
Because a lot of the like DVDs they have are like old horror and shit.
Sci-fi, B stuff.
Yeah.
I like double D stuff.
So I go in there to give them my resume and they're like, well, we don't do that. We have like an application, but they didn't say application. They said like quiz.
Hell yeah, I'm good at quizzes.
We have a quiz for you to fill out, but before you do that, you have to read this like almost like, I guess, disclaimer would be the best descriptor.
I was hoping it was going to be, you need to read this vow. Of like, or this pledge. I pledge to insert name.
I wish. And it was just like very like, I don't know. It was just very like the whole thing was very abrasive.
Mm-hmm.
And they said the first line was, if you're going to Riot Fest, don't even apply. Walk out the door.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, cool. I'm not going. It was like, if you want to go to the newest event show for your band that you love or like DJing or whatever, go leave. Like, etc.
This is very, very weird.
Yes, I'll just like tell you my experience and then we can unpack it.
Okay.
Because in retrospect, there's a portion that was like, just like, write why you want to work here and why we should hire you. And I'm like, I kind of just wish I had a whole fucking, like, I want to just write an essay of like my issues with this whole fucking experience. It was wild. Mm-hmm. And that's why I saved it for this, because it was just like so funny. So then, yeah. And then it was like, if you need time off within the first 3 months of working here, don't apply.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, I handed it back to him. And I was like, I guess I can't apply because I have to go to a wedding in October. And they were like, I mean, you can take time off. They're like, that's just like how the owner is. They're just like, and I'm like, yeah. Like,
I'm trying to leave that kind of situation.
No, I was like, I actually have the opposite of that right now.
Oh, someone who's just like totally hands off.
Yeah, and I'm like, I kind of actually like want this. Because they also were like, things that will be required of you for this job, making things being in alphabetical order. And I was like, fuck yeah, someone finally cares. And it was like, doing math. Yeah, it's magical. And I was like, what a dick. And also their like example math question didn't make sense to me, or maybe I'm just overthinking it, but they were like, for example, 20% of $10. What is that? Then what's the sum of 25% of that? And I'm like, okay, but 25% of the answer that I got, or 25% of 10? Because that's two different answers. But anyway, they're like, math. And I was like, okay, fuck you. And then, yeah, I handed it back and I was like, and they're like, well, you know, you can just still apply. Like, people take time off. And I was like, yeah, I was pretty sure that was the case. It seems like they're just being like overly aggressive about weeding out people who are just like in a band and like want to work here. Yeah,
weeding out the typical crowd who would want to work at a record store.
But, okay, this is the quiz.
Oh, that wasn't even the quiz.
No, that was the disclaimer.
Oh, wow.
Then the quiz. So I was like, fuck, this is going to be a bunch of math. There's no math on it. I was like, what? If that's like a big part of your thing, you should have math questions.
Yeah.
There's no math. Very first question, which I'm like, okay, I feel like it's because you want people who know this stuff, but I feel like it could also go the other way where you're like, I don't want to hire people who know this. Where it was like, the very first question was, name all 5 Beatles. Don't say so-and-so, so-and-so, you sarcastic or whatever. Like don't be actually me or whatever. And I was like, fuck. I was like, Ringo, Starr, Paul McCartney, and the other one.
Hell yeah.
Because I was like, I don't know, maybe this person will have a sense of humor. I kind of wanted to put the creepy Beatle. I was like, fuck, what's that person's real name?
John Lennon.
And then, yeah, that's all I could remember was the creepy Beatle.
It would have been cool if you just wrote down the Beetleborgs names, like somehow you knew them.
Then it was like 2 lists, and it was like artist names, and then next to it a list of like song titles, and you had to like put the matching number of the artist name next to the song title. And it was all like Pink Floyd, Radiohead, Muddy Waters, Aretha Franklin, Kanye West was on there, the Beatles, Kermit, fucking Hall and Oates, I think. But yeah, and I was just like, I have no fucking clue. I'm like, you could list bands that I regularly, like, you could do the same quiz with bands that I regularly listen to, and I would have no fucking clue. Like, I'm just not that type of nerd where I can, like, name shit.
Yeah.
But, like, I know what I like.
What I would have done is on the side written my own thing and be like, see, I can be demanding as well of my very niche bullshit. That is niche now. The Beatles are niche now. Pink Floyd is niche. All of these things that are technically like icons of music are old enough to now be niche.
Yeah, it's so fucking, yeah. Which is like another thing that I'm like, I don't know if you're trying to like weed out people who do know this shit, or you're looking for people who know this shit. And then it was like another list, and it was like A through Z, what would you file this under? And what like genre of music are they? And I was just like, sure. I was just like, I'm pretty sure like these people are white, so they're gonna be rock.
I would have thrown Beastie Boys in there. I would have
Just add
done
my own line at the bottom.
No, if I was making this, it would just be trick question things like Beastie Boys. Where would you put this? Because I need to know. Is it rap or is it rock? Do we do their rock albums in rock and their rap albums in rap? Where do these people go?
Yeah. So that was fun. Oh, name one Beach Boy. I was like, I don't fucking know. Who fucking knows this shit? Ask me one name of someone from the Front Bottoms who I've listened to probably like a million fucking times.
Brian.
I have no fucking clue.
Don't know his last name.
Yeah, absolutely fucking arbitrary test.
Yeah.
It's so fucking stupid.
This makes me not want to go to this place anymore.
Yeah, I was just like I mean, I do laugh when I'm nervous, but I also laughed at just like the absurdity of it and like what a fucking stereotype and cliche this is.
It's like high fidelity. You don't want to be that.
Yeah.
That was a commentary on people like that.
Like Reckless, which was actually, I feel like I heard it was like filmed at one of the Reckless locations.
I thought it was just based on
or
one
that,
of them.
I don't know. But they were like, they would always bring it up and be like, yeah, that's not what it's like at all or whatever. And then I have this experience and I'm like, Jesus.
Which is weird because I've never had that experience there.
I know. It's so fucking weird.
But also, it's crazy how it's all music focused when music is the last thing I think of when I think of this place. It's film.
Yeah, like, and it was like, why should you work at a record store or whatever? And it's like, I came here for the horror movies, not for the like music part of it. Sorry.
You are the only place around that sells riff tracks brand new. That's why I'm here.
And like just weird shit that you'd find on Tubi, but actually on physical media. It's just like, it's so fucking weird. It was such a wild experience.
So they were one of the maybes, you're saying? Nicole said there were some no's and some maybes.
I mean, I did it. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm like, I feel like I wish I could. I mean, I guess I could like go and talk to this person and be like, hey, your test fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Because from like your disclaimer thing and like the attitude I get from this is you would fucking love me as an employee because I am such a fucking dick about things being where they're supposed to be and how they're supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like in regards to like alphabetical order and shit.
But this actually comes across as someone who has big ol', I don't want to teach someone something new. They need to already know it or not even work here. That's what it, and granted, you have that attitude sometimes at your current work of like, well, if you don't know, I'll just do it myself. But you had to learn that stuff before you could say that.
Not about like comic books though.
I mean, like in general of like, hey, where does this go? Or maybe I'm projecting things that I ask you instead of you like showing me how to do it or telling me how to do it. You're just like, well, let me go get it for you.
Yeah, sure.
And then you're always like, because I'm like, where are the stem cells? And you're like, let me go get them for you.
No, in regards to you, it's because you live here and you should know where it is.
Oh, I should know where your little spinny, lazy Susan electronic thing
that
is.
I said I'll go get because it would be too hard to explain where it is.
But you then
and then
did
you
explain
said,
it.
You
and
said, well,
it.
just tell me anyway.
Yes, because you always, I'm not talking about like, hey, where's the cucumber peeler?
Yeah.
I'm saying things around the home where I would not know where they are. Like, hey, Nicole, where are your comic books at?
Uh-huh.
And then you're like, huffa, ruffa, ruffa.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely haven't asked me things that you should know where they are.
You're like, I don't want you messing with my stuff because you'll get them sticky with stem cells.
Yeah, dude.
I just got I know I scream at people that eat with utensils every single meal, but stem cells, I just can't wait to get my hands on them. Because guys, my hands are cut the fuck up.
Yeah, you know what? That owner needs some fucking stem cells, dude.
Oh, Nicole Lee Jacobs. You want to get into Fiveman, or do you have anything?
No, I think that was the whole thing. Was just that fucking wild experience that I had.
Yeah, hey guys, if you have things like that, just leave.
I mean, it says just leave like 50 times, so.
But like out of morbid curiosity, because that's the disclaimer, you want to see the quiz now.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, maybe they did it for that reason.
You have to see the quiz.
They
were like, no, you can't take it home and then come back later.
Wow. Good thing I'm 2 kids in a trench coat. We'll switch out now that we can go home and Google all of this stuff. On Home Economics, there was a very funny joke that the grandparents were talking about Fleetwood Mac, and the kids are like, huh? And then one of the grandkids is looking at her phone and says, oh, Fleetwood Mac is old. And they're like, oh, okay, all right. All the kids are like, oh, we don't need to bother to ask questions and follow-ups.
Sure.
Dabbing.
Yeah, it sounds like they just want someone in their 40s to work there, which I've never seen.
Besides the person who probably is the owner.
Person who's probably the owner.
Yeah.
And I'm like, also like, you're not going to get someone who is in their 40s to work for minimum wage at this fucking place. So good luck with that, dude.
Good cook with that. Good luck, would cook.
But I mean, I did put on there like, hey, I know how to do eBay if you're interested.
And then also, hey, I already printed out. Here's my fucking resume.
Yeah, I was also pissed because I was like, I already fucking typed this up. And now you're making me like try to remember what I fucking wrote and write it illegibly in this spot that's not big enough.
Well, why would you need to remember? Why didn't you just pull out your resume?
I don't know. I felt weird. It was a weird thing, James.
I guess your brain needed some stem cells massaged in.
Damn it. Shut up.
That's what they should, once they cut open Jigsaw's back of the head, they should have poured some stem cells in there, would have got that cancer out. Today we are discussing episode 34 of Fiveman, entitled Canned Humans. Quick rundown, there's a land shark, aka it's a fusion of an antlion and a shark. That, hey, its ability is it can pull humans down under the ground like an antlion would, and then can the people like a shark would. No, I need to know. Normally we know, hey, this is this person's ability and this is this person's ability. When they fuse, it makes a fusion of those two abilities. What were their individual abilities?
Wasn't there an episode with canning before?
No, I don't think so.
Could have swore there was.
I think you're talking about them posteriors. Them cans.
I would assume the can thing would be the crab, because crab claw is like a can opener.
Well, you mean the shark?
And the shark would be the going underground, because it's like they're swimming, but they're in the ground.
No, it's an antlion. Antlions go underground and dig people down.
Oh, I thought it was a crab.
No, antlion and shark. See, it makes no sense. The canning of human doesn't make sense.
Can shark meat?
I don't know.
Because sharks can open cans with their teeth?
I truly don't know. I'm unaware. Guys, please, at MSS Pod on Twitter, or if you're in our Discord, what do you think their individual, as a shark and an antlion, keep those in mind, what two abilities came together to can humans and ferment them in 3 days to be the most delicious food you have ever tasted, which gotta be bad and unhealthy for you to eat. Anything that takes 3 days to ferment means there's some chemicals in there to speed up that process.
You know it's good, baby.
Ooh, it's gonna be high in sodium.
You know it's full of vinegar and sodium, baby.
Oh, Nicole, what do you think is the perfect canned meat? What meat is the best canned?
I think you mean the only canned meat.
No. You got Spam. You got Vienna sausages.
Okay.
You got tuna fish.
Okay.
Chicken. You can get beef that is canned. Yeah, shredded chicken that looks like that you throw in a chicken salad. It looks like tuna fish. It's like pulled and whatnot.
Okay.
That is what I think is the best. I think the worst is beef.
Dude, I used to eat Spam all the time.
Yeah, Spam's good. Salty.
Throw it on a frying pan. So fucking good, dude.
Frying Spam on the frying pan.
Spam in the pan.
Spam in the morning at night.
Oh.
I was really, really into vegetable beef stew. And you would get it, like the Campbell's is the perfect kind, but trying to save money, I got like the 50-cent vegetable beef stew, and oh man, was it disgusting. It was like dog food, but with the vegetables and big old pieces of potato.
Yeah.
Like globs of fat. Ugh.
Uh-huh.
Disgustoids.
Just like brownish gray.
More gray than brown. It was gross.
Yeah.
But vegetable beef stew from Campbell's, chef kiss. If I ate meat, I'd be balls deep.
Ew.
Did you know testicles help make stem cells? So
shut up.
That's Fiveman, Die Ranger. Also, if anyone has purchased the Fiveman Shout DVDs, let us know. I keep hearing issues about, like, it's not subtitles, it's closed captioning. You can't take them off. And I guess there's, like, constantly audio aids for, like, people who are hard of sight, maybe, that kind of, like, describe what's happening.
Oh,
maybe,
yeah.
It's got to be either an issue of people not knowing how to turn that off, or this first batch of DVDs got fucked up somehow.
Yeah.
Because that just seems not good. We find out because last episode, Chevrolet dethroned Garo as the captain. And we find out his fate, which is just cleaning the latrines. And truly, even the toilet set is beautiful. This bathroom, so amazingly lit. The details there. I loved it. This is sci-fi gold.
Yeah, James. I thought it was funny that he was still in his full outfit.
Like, take that shit off.
Yeah.
And he's just like crying doing these toilets.
Yeah. It's very funny.
Been there, done that. Cleaning offices and shit. Crying.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Crying in a bathroom? Absolutely.
Oh, you were so cute when you would cry in the bathroom. Just laying on a fuzzy carpet in there.
Yeah, super cute.
I'd pet your goopy head and say, it'll be okay.
Depression is super cute, guys.
It is. That's like my kink.
Land shark, canned humans.
It's real good. I loved it.
We got a fucking shark in this episode.
And Nicole loves sharks. Go to darlinghomebody.com. You can find a cat shark. Shark.
Yeah, I've been working on resculpting the cat shark, and it's so fucking good.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited.
The Ginga Men are here. They've been on a lot of these episodes, not to be confused with the Super Sentai series Ginga Men. These are a villainous group, the Ginga Men, but they are a string pentet. And it's awesome.
String pentet.
Like a string quartet, but it's 5 of them. And they're artistically beautiful. I loved it.
They're beautiful.
Their music is beautiful. They're like,
There's no music.
In the bar scene, yeah, when they were doing the quartet
I
or
was
quintet.
not paying attention to
When
that.
he was talking about like, ooh, I treat my subordinates well. I'm going to give you guys the taste. He was literally giving them a pizza party. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
At least Garo was like, hey, do the job and you will be paid accordingly. This dude's like, oh, yeah, I'll keep you around with a nice canned human.
Hey, I like a pizza party.
But would you rather have like $2 more an hour? You could buy your own pizza after an entire day's work.
Yeah.
Nicole, like you said, this man looks Street Shark-esque. I accidentally said Street Shark-esque. But the Street Sharks, unlike the Ninja Turtles, who were turtles who got the ooze on them, then became humanoids, the Street Sharks were teenage humans who got zapped with a ray and chemicals and mutations, and they turned into shark people.
Okay.
What animal would you love to be a mutant of? Like you got hit with a ray, and then you're not disgusting looking. You're cool looking.
First thought, frog.
Oh hell yeah! Oh, so smooth.
Just because frogs are cute.
And you go, let him.
But second thought, I just want to be turned into a cat so I can be lazy all day.
Mm-hmm. But you're a cat person, so like in the 2020s hit movie,
So I still have to have a job.
Cats. Yeah, but you could just join Cats
Fuck that.
in Broadway.
Like Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah, and then you'd be good. I think
That
mine
episode is so good.
would probably, like a bear would be cool. Did I just see Yogi Bear and that came into my mind?
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit, I'm like Yogi Bear. Absolutely. Jeez.
I knew you.
So you want to know what? Yeah, a bear. I want to be Yogi Bear.
Yeah.
But I'd much rather be like a boo-boo. Oh my God, if I was your boo-boo. You know Yogi and boo-boo fuck?
Dude, yeah. Oh, 100%. Are you serious? Abso-fucking-lutely, dude.
They're in that cave all day.
Absolutely.
They eat a bunch, then slam peace in November, then fall asleep for 4 months.
It was like Hanna-Barbera's version of like it's your aunt's roommate.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, no. They're lovers.
I forget, one of the voice actors might have been gay. Because I think whoever did Snagglepuss was, and he might have voiced one of them. There was like 20 voice actors in that whole group that just did it because they needed, like, hey, you're around, cool, get in the fucking booth.
Yeah. They're like, we just need bodies.
Every, I think Friday evening is when they would record, and then Barbera, who did he was the director of the voice acting, afterwards would take all of them out to a
Pizza party?
No, like a very fancy restaurant nearby, and they would just eat a bunch. And the guy who was, I forget his name, but like Top Cat's secondhand man, Benny the Bull, or Benny, what is the cat's name? It was like, yeah, man, that dude was weird. He would just like get super. Every story in the beginning
What dude was weird?
The voice actor for Benny.
Oh, okay.
All the stories in that book of Barbera's autobiography generally ends with like, and we were shit-faced on the job.
Yeah.
Boy, what a life. I loved that Chevalier described this fermenting picnic party that they had as Earth's final banquet. And Nicole was like, how many people do they need? And I was like, if it's the greatest tasting food ever, all of them. Can every single human, because like if we could have
to buy every pizza possible.
Yes, I was going to say daddy chili. If you could eat daddy chili every single day, yeah. And, you don't have to worry about the gassiness that can come from that or the stomach acid that can come from it. Mm-hmm. Oh, man, they need to make genetically modified daddy chili. You want to know how they could do that, Nicole? Instead of like, how I'll accidentally put a little too much spice in there? Put a little too much cells in there, baby. Stem cells. Sprinkle that in a daddy chili. Ooh, baby, you don't got to worry about a goddamn thing. And maybe your wings will finally grow in. Nicole is hunched over like, why do I do this? So
what the fuck?
In this, the shark grabs onto Ken and he says, go to hell. But I think he should say, come to hell. Like, I'm dragging you to hell.
Yeah.
And I want
Drag
that.
me to hell, the squeakquel.
I want that to actually the prequel instead of like a vaguely possibly offensive stereotype cursing people and bringing them to hell. It's a goddamn shark antlion. Man, Sam Raimi, get on this.
Sam Raimi, eat your heart out with this antlion. You fuck.
He'll be eating his heart out. Well, the audience will have their heart on.
Whoa. Heart on their sleeve.
Oh, yeah, because that's how I used to masturbate. I'm not kidding. I used to rub my wrist on my frenum and go, oh, because it was smoother than like my sweaty hand because that just like causes weird friction.
Please cut that out.
No.
Please cut that out.
I did it until like I was like 19, so you can still like a year.
Please cut that out.
People would be like, okay, yeah, that's fine.
No.
How about you learn how to fucking edit, bro?
No.
Learn a new creative suites, okay? Okay. I do think people should start saying come to hell. That needs to be a new phrase. Like, or instead of I'll see you in hell, like I'm bringing you to hell. Come to hell with me. Oh, then it could be a nice little road trip type movie. Oh, man, there's something happening at the Capitol. We got to go back to hell to take them out. But the capital of hell, I'm realizing now that invokes imageries of January 6th. Like Satan is telling you like, there's shit happening at the Capitol again. We got to get to hell. And that's kind of an upside down of the real world. And through there, we'll be able to defend democracy in the way that like you should actually defend democracy.
Dude, I didn't realize that during that people were like stringing up nooses and shit. That's fucking insane.
Stringing up nooses and leaving out poopses.
And like saying they were gonna hang the VP and Trump just being like, yeah, they should. And now Pence is like, fuck you. And Trump is like, what?
But we're friends.
We're friends though. It's like, excuse you?
Yeah, it's bonkers. So with this shark, you can see when it's like going on the ground, you can clearly see like a string pulling it and just like kind of...
Because it's a shark fin.
Yes, it's the shark fin coming out of the ground. Like if you had watched Nightmare on Elm Street 5 or 6, whichever one, Freddy goes on a beach and his claws come out of the sand like a shark. And it's the one that...
I feel like the only way I would be able to enjoy those movies is if I got high.
Those later ones, yes.
Yeah.
I think 5 and 6 are the Dream Child and Dream something else. Those ones... Or no, Freddy's Dead and Dream Child. Those ones are... People do not like those. But at least one of them had an excuse because it was during the writer's strike, so like producers had to write it and shit. Mm. Or there weren't any... punch-ups. It was like, this is the only draft we have, guys. And it was a working draft, not the first draft. There's typos in this.
Yeah.
But the fin, when you see it like close up, is clearly like on a camera cart, like a cart that like brings a camera around for specific angles and whatnot. But they just slapped a fin on top of that and like had some long grass in front of it to emulate like, hey, it's going through the grass from a different perspective.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's better than the top down where you can clearly see it's just
a string,
a loose fin.
Yeah. What they had to weight that down so it wasn't like. I wonder what they weighted it with.
That ass. Dude.
Okay. Hoping Glabocils, but okay.
I gotta say that they played can music at one point.
Oh, yeah. The music in this was fucking weird.
Because they're like, cans?
Oh, okay. All right. I'm fine with that now. So at this point, Ken, Fumiya, and Kazumi have all been made into cans. And Dongaros is getting like horny about eating Kazumi. It's borderline perverted. Or actually, I'm going to say it's crossed that line. So it's just Remy and Kazu? Why am I blanking on Red's name? They are trying to find out, how can we take this guy out? How can we bring him up?
Who, Kazu and Kazumi?
Yeah, that seems weird why it would be Kazu and Kazumi. I swear it's Kazu.
I couldn't remember either, so then I was trying to pay attention when they like say his name, but they always just called him bro.
Oh, yeah.
So I was
5 red.
like, the fuck?
I'll be able to find it, but no, that's
So
wrong.
Remy and bro trick the shark?
Yes, and they do that by Remy says, "Oh, hey, I just came to the realization, besides the 5 men, he has only been going after young women. So here's my idea." And the idea was she just got into a dress and then started doing a can herself style and does a straight up for everyone to see panty flash.
Yeah.
And I was like, hell yes, I will be saving this video file. Because of Vavavoo, baby. Gaku, that's his name.
TMI.
You should cosplay as Remy. And I'll cosplay as Fumiya and we'll make out.
How about you cosplay as a stem cell?
I'm gonna. Okay, Nicole, you should draw this up. It's Stemmy, the stem cell mascot, and
Yeah,
it
I'm not
teaches
doing
kids about the greatness of stem cell and stem cell research, the therapy that comes along. It might save your parent when they are diagnosed with cancer. Pretty cool,
Pretty cool. Pretty neat.
because that happened.
Yeah.
So anyone who's saying stem cell is abortion, nah, son, it's
I've
bringing
literally
life.
never heard that.
Yeah, because like I think the 3.5 year difference we have is like that crescendo.
I thought stem cells were like in your spine.
So stem cells start like when the sperm and the egg meet, it starts making stem cells. It's like the most base of all cells and can then turn into any cell, which is why people are like, well, this seems like it could be beneficial. If you put it somewhere else, it has the ability to start turning into that other stuff. So stem
Right.
cell research was
like copying.
yeah, but it was very difficult to do back in the day because some states were like, when the sperm and the egg meet, that's when a baby happens. And that's kind of what you have to do in order to start the stem cells to grow. Mm-hmm. So people would be like, hey, it's abortion. It should fall under the same rules as abortion. Yeah, real fucked up. Or like, oh, you're playing God. Yeah, it's real weird.
Okay.
Because I would hear, like, my dad would listen to, like, Rush Limbaugh, and I believe they were for stem cells. My parents didn't have a problem with it, but I would hear arguments
Right,
about
you
it.
would hear that side of it. Yeah.
And in not social studies, social events, current events, that class I took, there was a like, hey, you can do a report on all of this stuff, these current things that are happening. And one of them was stem cell research debates. And the person who chose that was like, hey, yeah, it's cool. But there was some people in class who were like, I was told in church that that's bad. I picketed a soldier's funeral and we said that was bad. Yeah, Muskegon had a Westboro Baptist church sect. That's pretty cool. I'm lying. It did not. That is a church with 13 members. But oh boy, do they love to scream and have themselves heard.
And unfortunately, they are.
And then Michael Moore's going and saying, why are you guys screaming? Huh? What are you really for?
Hatred. They just like hatred.
Yeah. After that panty flash, they go to this junkyard in the middle of the woods that they keep going back to. And Remy jumps up on this big ol' hanging hook, and the land shark comes up. He goes like as if it's a fish going for the worm. She jumps off just in time, and he chomps down on that hook, and he's like, "Someone help! No!" He's been fish hooked, Nicole.
I fucking hated it when uncles would do that shit.
What, fish hook you?
Yeah.
See, you have brought this up on one of the shows, and I said, "Wow, Nicole, I have never experienced
It's
that."
like, it just like is so like that and wet willies. It's like just so invasive.
Oh, wet willies, absolutely.
I'm like, please just, I'm already like nervous when people just like even try to like reassuringly touch you, and then you're just like aggressively shoving your finger in my face holes.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Get the fuck away from me.
Would it be cool if you could, like, your pupil, since it is a hole, wouldn't it be cool if you could, like, go into it like you can your ear?
Oh!
Oh!
I hate that.
I love it! Remy, after the catch, screams, "A catch! I got a catch!" That ends up making, because they slice him up real quick like some sashimi, and he falls to the ground, as do all the cans that have been prepared. Everyone's set free. Awesome. And Dongaros is like, "Oh no, but my Kazumi treat." And she goes, "Dream on about eating me." Bleh. And then runs off. I've realized that I'm on my last note because I've gone through a lot of my notes previous.
Yeah.
The last thing is like that little flipper going up. And I was like, is it Flipper the dolphin? Or is it Lil FLIPper? But I think I just combine Lil Flip, the rapper from Texas, and Flipper. But that made me realize someone screw and chop some dolphin noises and call it Lil FLIPper, put it on a beat, and you're guaranteed to hopefully be a meme.
Yeah.
But this ends with them taking out this guy. Another fantastic episode. I truly cannot recommend this show more, and I hope and pray that Shout Factory didn't botch this release.
It was a great episode. I enjoyed it. Almost as much as that quiz I had to take earlier.
We should start doing quizzes on this show.
Okay.
1 + 1, what's it equal?
Oh, stem cell.
Ooh. Yeah, 1 + 1, a sperm and an egg, make stem cells. Nicole, talk real quick. I'm going to make sure this stem cell debate is what I'm thinking of. Even though I'm positive it
What
is.
if it's like stem cells are actually juices in your spine? Then it'll be like, get wrecked.
Stem cells are undifferentiated or partially differentiated cells that can differentiate into various types of cells. Yeah, this is what. And proliferate indefinitely to produce more of the same stem cell. So yes, that's what I said.
Sweet.
Now, let's see if there's controversy. Research into stem cells grew out of findings in the 60s. As of the 2016, the only established medical therapy using stem cells is hematopoietin transplantation. But what about debate?
Or do like opposition.
Oh, yeah, I should probably do that.
That stuffed Yogi Bear up there is looking at me and it's really creepy. And then the smaller one's looking at me too.
Okay. Opponents argue that the research is unethical because deriving the stem cells destroys the blastocyst, an unimplemented human embryo at the 6 to 8 day of development. As Bush declared when he vetoed last year's stem cell bill, this is from a long time ago, the federal government should not support, in quotes, the taking of innocent human life. So yeah, it's abortion is what they're saying.
Okay.
At Darling Homebody, everyone let her know send her articles of people saying stem cells is bad in abortion.
I thought you were going to say send her art of your stem cells.
Oh, I thought just send her stem cells.
Send her art that you made using your stem cells.
I should have just searched stem cell is abortion. See if anyone has said this.
Like that bigger Yogi Bear's like side-eyeing me like, yay, but in like a creepy, pervy way.
I say that in a future TikTok video.
Hell yeah.
Abortion debate clouds future of stem cell research is a recent thing. So yeah, abortion stuff will affect stem cell research, which is, it sucks. Oh, and I guess like stem cells could have been used in the vaccine, so abortion opponents protest COVID-19 vaccines' uses of stem cells.
Oh my fucking God.
Of fetal cells. Wowzers, yeah, sorry I mean, a comedic thing turned into a serious thing, but usually serious things turn into comedic things on this bed, geese.
You should apologize, you fuck.
Ooh, and speaking of fucks, Nicole, what you got to plug?
Darling Homebody on social medias, darlinghomebody.com for creepy cute stuff that I make, and patreon.com/darlinghomebody for a monthly sticker or magnet. This month is a cute little bat.
Ooh, and it's very cute.
Check it out, you cowards.
Yeah. Hey guys, check out my music under Marshland Monster, wherever music is found. Exploding Load just came out. You're going to enjoy. You already did enjoy. So check out all the other stuff, baby. And go to MLMpod.com for more information on my other podcasts, such as Sweaty Time Pro Wrestling. That is Sean and I. It's in the Marshland Media podcast feed where Shuffling the Deck was. But we are going through season 1 of Lucha Underground. It's a very, very good wrestling show. So nice, baby. Yeah. And all the other stuff. You got Hit It and Crit It. Derms Clerman stuff is coming at you shortly, starting next week. And Sweet Child of Time. Oh, yeah. And Formulaic, the new podcast with R2 Shelby 2 and I. That's coming out. And a horror movie podcast with a past guest of this show. You got to figure out which one, baby. And head over to patreon.com/MLM Pod, where for $5 a month, you get exclusive content every single week. Also, if you're a $10 patron, you get more exclusive content once a month and shout outs on every single free feed podcast. So let's begin with those, starting with Steve F., Eric Berry of Ranger Command Power Hour, Alex Z, The Waz, Orion, He's a Rapper, Defo, D-F-O, Kayla, aka Two Grapes, Jordan B, The Chaos Witch, my brother in common law, Joshua, Steve Barnes, the co-host of aforementioned Sweet Child of Time. Oh my God, it's one half of the people who made the stem cells that made me, my mother. And finally, Lil Corey's BFF and roommate, Shane. I've been James.
I'm Nicole.
And we've been mostly speaking Sentai. Bye-bye. This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCollum. For more content, please visit MLMpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today. Oh, yeah.